Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So hopefully you guys had a great day. I spent 99.9% of my day out in the craft room prepping for class on Saturday. It is so stinking cute. You guys definitely don't want to miss card class. It's all about Easter, and there's a lot of die cutting. I literally went way above on the die cutting because every card literally has a million pieces, and it's all prepped and ready for you, so you don't have to do any of it. So if you are free on Saturday, definitely send me a message and I'll get you on the list for card class. Good evening, Anna. How are you? So I got a phone. I knew earlier today Lucas wasn't feeling the greatest, and I got a call about 2:30 and was like, I might need some help. So I went over to Cassie's and took care of the baby for a little bit so Cassie could clean up all of the stuff all over her house, and lo and behold, he was ready for a nap. It was like heartbreaking that I had to take a nap with the baby today. So I actually got an unexpected nap, so I probably won't be sleeping at all tonight because I literally just woke up and drove home and came out here to do my live. But it was really nice to snuggle with him. It's sad that he's not feeling the greatest, but I will take any snuggles Mimi can get. So anyway, with today's card, we found out today that there's something that's retiring and we're not allowed to tell anybody yet, but I did prep an email for it to go out tomorrow at noon when we're officially allowed to tell people. But I thought I would bring maybe it in to work on today's card because it is literally a staple in my craft room. And I am so devastated. I'm so sad, but we're not allowed to say what it is. So I'm going to be using it tonight. So hopefully you guys will be able to guess what it is. And if you need one, I would suggest getting it ASAP while you can, because once it's gone forever. And I'm so sad. Literally, I just want to cry over it. But anyway, let's get crafting. Let me point you over. Let me make sure we're live on Facebook. I actually was on a Zoom call on my iPad. So hopefully it will work for me, and it doesn't seem like it's wanting to work. So, oh, there we go. Okay, I think it's going to start working. Sorry about that. I probably should have had that up and ready before we went live. Okay, so let me bring in the stamp set we're going to be using. So here is the stamp set. It's Playing in the Rain. I did this in a class to go, and I've done it a couple times in a Facebook Live. But I actually saw this card online. I didn't write down the lady's name, and I'm so sorry. So hopefully, if she's watching, she'll tell me that it was her that designed it. But I love this little rabbit here at the bottom, and he was super easy and fun to color. And it does have coordinating dies. These actually little bow dies. You get 3 in 1, so you can cut 3 of them at one time. We're actually using those in one of our cards on Saturday. But they're a hot mess in here right now, but this is the die that cuts out the little Easter, or the little Easter bunny, the little rabbit. I don't think he's Easter, but he could be. So that's the stamps that I'm focusing on, and the Oh Happy Day. So I love the Go-To Greeting set. And this is totally optional, but I loved this great big happy birthday. So I stamped the happy birthday on the inside because sometimes I feel like he might be a little too big for the front of the card if you have a lot going on, but he's amazing for the inside of the card. So I grabbed that. And there's one more. I know, I'm so sorry. Rays of Light. I've used this in a class a couple times, and it is so fun and so pretty where you don't have to do a whole lot. It's kind of like the designer series paper when I say let the designer series paper do all the talking. Literally, that is what this does. It does everything for you. So those are the stamp sets I'm going to be using. And of course, we can't do a card without these guys. I think a couple of our cards have this as well. It's a stylist shape. And I used the second largest, the third largest, and the fourth largest. Or if you go the opposite, it would be the third, fourth, and fifth smallest. So either way you look at it, those are the three that I used for the card. Okay, let's bring the card in. And I'll show you what we're going to be playing with today. So I really wanted to focus on the cardstock that is retiring. We do know in 2023 that the in colors do retire after 2 years. So these colors are retiring. So we have Soft Succulents, Pale Papaya, Evening Evergreen, Polished Pink, and I'm missing one of them. I don't know. Oh, it's the Fresh Freesia. So we do know that these are the 5 colors that are retiring. This is the card that I did the Fresh Freesia out of, so I didn't bring it over here. So these are the 5 colors that we know are retiring. So I wanted to focus a couple more Facebook Lives on these. If you love them, I would get them while you can. So there's the card we're going to be doing. I'm going to bring in all of our little parts and pieces that we need. So I have a piece of our basic white. It is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. Just going to fold this in half. Give it a good crease. You can set that aside. And I have a piece of polished pink, and it measures 4 by 5 1/4, and there's a hole in the middle. And I do that sometimes not to save paper, because literally it is just paper. It's not even tragic to grab another piece, but I was too lazy to go get another piece. So I chopped out the circle that we're going to be using on the front of the card right out of the center, because no one is literally going to see that. So there's our polished pink, and then we need a piece of our basic white, and it's 3 3/4 by 5. And these are just our layering pieces. And I did bring in some of the Tahitian Tide, even though Tahitian Tide is not one that is retiring right now, but I thought it was like super bright and pretty and like rays of sunshine, and so that's why I brought in Tahitian Tide. So actually all of them are going to be in Tahitian Tide. So hopefully it all looks right. I didn't pre-make all of these. I just did the one, and it looked really cute on the one. So I was like, we're just going to go with it. So I have my amazing Stamparatus right here. This guy is literally a staple in my craft room. He goes with me, or she goes with me everywhere I go. I use them for classes. I use them for lives. It is literally one of my best friends. So I went ahead and put my image on the block, or on the little clear plate, and I just have my piece of basic white, and I'm just going to center it up. I kind of know where it's going to stamp because I already did the one, so it kind of gave me a little mask, which is really nice. So I'm just going to line it up in the same spot I had it earlier. So the one amazing thing about the Stamparatus is it's, as long as you leave everything in place, it will stamp millions of times in the same exact spots. So this is one of my favorite, and I just inked up my Tahitian Tide right before we went live. So hopefully it is not super duper juicy. So I'm just going to give it some even pressure all the way around. Good evening, Heather. And then when you lift it up, voila! Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I'm glad I re-inked it because you can kind of see the difference. I don't know if the live shows a difference, but it's a lot lighter on this one. Super dark. So I actually think we might just go ahead and stamp all of these guys because I'm using the same Tahitian Tide on all of these cards. And since it's out, we might as well play with it. And you can see that I'm not moving the stamp, so it stays in the same spot as long as you put your paper in the same little area. You will be able to stamp. There we go. Voila, there's 2. So much less stress using this guy. Doesn't matter how many times I do this, I lift it up, it's going to stamp. And they also have What are these called? I just lost the name of it. These papers that go underneath it. Somebody help me out. I forget the name of it. I'll think of it. But it does come in, maybe it's on the package. No, it's not. So it's a grid paper. Holy smokes, that was really brutal for me to say. So they do make grid paper that fits right inside this as well. And you can also flip it over and you have the magnets. I am missing one magnet. I'm sure it's attached to something. But make sure you don't touch these guys together because it literally will snap the magnets in half. But you can get all of these supplies with the Stamparatus. Okay, going to ink up our last one. And then we can start putting our cards together. So there we go. Since it's on the plate, we might do these for some retreat make and takes. Because I think they're that stinking cute. Okay, so here are all of our pieces. That would be a gorgeous scrapbooking page too. But we're only going to play with one right now. So I have my polished pink. We're going to go ahead and flip this over and we can attach it. These cards are going to go together super duper quick. Now, because the hole is in the center, I am going to refrain from going like this down my piece, just so I don't accidentally glue my paper to my work surface. I can't guarantee you that I'm going to remember to do that on all of them, but I did remember on this one. Okay, so here is our card base. I flipped mine over this way and had my kind of moon towards the left, but you could actually flip it up this way to have your little guy up at the top. Let's do that. Your little guy, your little rabbits. Yes, Heather, the Stamparatus is an amazing tool. Love it. Okay, so there's that. And then I have my piece of polished pink that I'm going to cover that up. Put some adhesive on. Ugh, these colors are so gorgeous. And you could really put even the rhinoceros. You could put the rhinoceros up here in the corner. You could really use any of our characters. Okay, so I went ahead and stamped and die cut the little rabbit. And I want to come in with my crumb cake. I want to come in with the light one first. And I'm just going to color in his feet. I already colored the other guys, but I wanted to at least color one of them on the live with you. Good evening, Jill. Welcome. So I'm going to color in the light crumb cake. I'm going to color in his feet, his legs, and his entire head up to his ears. There we go. This little guy is a pretty quick color too. For somebody that doesn't color very often, I seriously have been coloring so much lately. I have no idea why. It's awesome, but I usually don't tend to color. And we are coloring a little bit this weekend in card class too. I'm going to color his little hands in the crumb cake as well. Then I'm going to come in with the dark, and I just want to accent some of his little pieces. Wouldn't say they're blemishes, but they're little pieces. I'm just going to come up here and do his ear. And as you can see, I'm literally not even going anything special, making sure I'm going in a row. I'm just kind of dapping it. And then I'm going to color his jacket the same color as my cardstock. So I have the polished pink. I am going to leave the little piece up here blank because I'm going to color him in with the dark. So whatever color cardstock you're using, that's the color blend. So there he is. Okay, I need a hot pink raincoat like this. That would be fabulous. So I'm going to come in and highlight his buttons. and a little bit off to the side just to kind of give them a little bit of depth. There you go. That is how easy this is to put together. Flip him over, grab some dimensionals. Good evening, Teresa. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Peel the backing off. Okay, he's really cute. I have my little circle, and I'm going to do Oh Happy Day. I really wanted the one size smaller circle, but the Oh Happy Day didn't fit in it. So the circle's a little bit big for the sentiment, but you know what? Nobody's going to notice. Oh Happy Day. There we go. Let's open this up. And if you're worried about stamping your sentiment on the inside, if it's crooked, make it crooked. So just come over here, stamp it right on the bottom. There you go. So you don't have to worry about it being straight in the middle. So there's 2 of our cards already. So cute, right? I actually think the Tahitian Tide works really well with these colors. We'll worry about more when we get to the Evening Evergreen to make sure that one is going to look right. But you know what? They're your cards. Make them any color you want. Thank you, Teresa. So these ones will go together pretty quick because everything's already colored. And I'm actually going to put this piece, the cardstock, down first that has the hole in the middle. So when I get jibber jabbering, I don't accidentally make a mistake. And we already stamped all of our paper. Oh, look, see, I just did that. Thank goodness, huh? So this one, I am actually going to flip sideways. Now I'm going to do him horizontal instead of vertical. Oops. Okay, the Tahitian Tide looks amazing with the pale papaya. I'm not entirely sure which one is going to be my favorite. Let's grab our pale papaya rabbits. We'll add some dimensionals to all of this. Peel them off. Put our little bunny down. I have no idea why. I think these are so fun. Because they are. Let's not forget to stamp the inside. And this one I'm going to stamp right at the bottom. So in case it's not perfect, it's okay. Oh, so it is a dot or a stamp, Teresa. It's called Rays of Light. So it's literally the stamp that I have attached to my Stamparatus, and I literally stamped all of these in 3 seconds, I feel like. It went super duper quick. Okay, so let's see about the Evening Evergreen, how the Evening Evergreen is going to look. I love all the other colors so far. See, I know, I think everybody does. This literally would put the biggest smile on somebody's face if they got this in the mail. So let's put this. So these are all of the in colors that are retiring. Let's put this on top. So I always talk about an assembly line, and that's kind of exactly what I did. Is I had everything cut, I had everything prepped, and all I have to do is assemble. This one we're going to do the same as the other one. We're going to do it horizontal instead of vertical. Okay, the Evening Evergreen actually looks really good too. I was a bit worried, I won't lie, but I really like it. Just stamp in the Oh Happy Day, flip these over. These are definitely something you can whip out in no time. Actually, the retreat is the perfect time to do these. You have about another week to sign up for the retreat. And then I will close it, and then our next one won't be until July. Okay. I actually like the Evening Evergreen. I was a bit worried, but love it. Okay, last one. And we are great on time. We just did 5 cards in less than 20 minutes. Put some adhesive on the back. Flip this over. Let's glue this down. Okay, Pale Papaya is looking really good with this as well. Oh, Soft Succulent, sorry. Soft Succulent is looking really good as well. Let's do this one vertically. There we go. And stamp our last sentiment. And I didn't go crazy on switching all of the inks for the sentiments. I just used one ink, which is Tahitian Tide. I used the different color blends. And that was it. These are super easy. There's that. There's that. And then let's stamp the happy birthday. If you stamp it upside down, there's nothing we can do about it. But being crooked is totally okay. This one I'm going to do crooked too. And you could actually be fun. Stamp it there. Oh, I was going to stamp it on this side as well, but it's on dimensionals and I might mess that up. So let's not do that. Okay, so there you go. That is all of your cards for tonight. Super quick, super easy, and super duper fun. So let's bring them all in. I don't know if I can get them all in the camera. I will try. Which color is your favorite? So we have Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, and Fresh Freesia. So these are all of the colors that are going to be going away. I'm so sad. But we're going to be getting new colors as well. Good evening, Lisa and Stephanie. Thank you, Heather. So that is your live for tonight. Remember on Thursday, I'll be live, I would say about noon. I'm kind of hoping for around noon. Peyton, myself, and Natalie are going to the Reba McEntire concert. So I am super duper excited. I don't know how excited they are, but I am super excited about it. I think they're going to be super excited once we get there. But I will be live Thursday afternoon versus Thursday evening. So if you need anything, if you need any help ordering any of the products that I used today, definitely feel free to reach out. I did put a link before I went live, so you can go ahead and click on that link as well, or definitely reach out to me. I don't mind helping at all. I will definitely be up for a long time tonight because I just woke up from a nap. So anyway, if you need anything, let me know, and I will see you guys Tuesday afternoon. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye.